Welcome back, everyone. Today is Friday, August 21st, 2026, and we've got some new and upcoming game releases to take a look at today, as well as live stream information for Gamescom Opening Night Live. You've got games to play, so let's get right into it. I'm Dammit to Hell, and this is Control-Alt-Dammit. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 from Infinity Ward is scheduled to release on October 23rd, 2026. But they will be offering a week of early access for people that pre-order from August 21st until the 25th. Then, from August 28th until September 1st, there'll be open beta access for all players, with campaign early access set to start on October 16th. Some notable changes are, hipfire bloom has been removed and guns are supposed to fire exactly where the crosshair is aimed. Leveling weapons will unlock in-game modifications beyond gunsmith customizations. And traversal improvements will allow players to hang, shimmy, and climb across ledges and obstacles. Outside of that, and as someone who does not play the Call of Duty games, I can't really give any comparative information outside of what is publicly available. But, as a person who loves to talk about video games, I can tell you when it's releasing and say that if you plan on playing it, I hope you have a blast. Now, let's move on before the fake gamer comments start to roll in. Wait, am I a fake gamer? Aliens Fireteam Elite 2 from Cold Iron Studios is coming to PS5, Xbox Series, and PC on August 25th. Aliens Fireteam Elite 2 is a third-person co-op PvE survival shooter that sees players return aboard the UAS Endeavour for a new campaign. The campaign features 15 missions where your fireteam battles xenomorphs and the returning mutagenic pathogen while completing mission objectives. Upon completing a mission, you and your team will return to the Endeavour where you can purchase new items and upgrades for the next mission. The Fireteam has been increased from 3 players in the previous title to 4 in the new game. Additionally, a new class, the Specialist, has been introduced, which can combine perks and abilities from the other classes, allowing you to fine-tune your preferred playstyle. 4 new elemental ammo types have also been added with Fire, Cryo, Electric, and Piercing. If you're a solo player, the game will match you with 3 AI players, but it remains to be seen exactly how useful they will be. Otherwise, cross-platform matchmaking will be available at launch. Are you excited for this game, or do you think it'll be too similar to other games in the genre? 1666 Amsterdam from Panache Digital Games is coming to PC Early Access on August the 25th. Set in the supernatural backdrop of the Dutch Golden Age, ancient entities called the Originals have lived among humans for centuries by hiding behind human faces, abusing the power granted to them through an ancient pact. 1666 features dual protagonists in Noah, an apothecary's apprentice that acts as a debt collector, using witchcraft and artifacts to track down the Originals, and Aaron, who is a professor from 1999 that during a ritual saw his consciousness sent back 300 years in time and trapped in the body of Noah's familiar, a black cat. During the game, you will switch back and forth between the two, with Noah focusing on investigations and Aaron using his size and agility to sneak into tight spaces and scout areas that Noah can't reach. The combat in the game has been described as slower and deliberate and focuses on dodge timing and spell casting. Am I the only one that just wants to play the whole game as a cat? Once Human from Starry Studio is coming to PS5 and Xbox Series on August 25th. Once Human is a PvE, open world, survival, looter-shooter with base building, crafting, and optional PvP. It's seen a good amount of success on PC and is now heading to consoles. It's a free-to-play game that's supported by cosmetic microtransactions with no pay-to-win mechanics. Players choose a scenario to play in, then based on the scenario, they choose a server. The scenario is what the game calls the campaign. There are currently 7 scenarios to choose from, which vary from PvE, PvP, or a combination of the two. The game, the scenario you choose, and the server you play on operate on a seasonal cycle, which typically lasts around 6 weeks. Once the cycle ends, the server resets, but your essential items like blueprints, base plans, and your player progression carry over to a permanent and private area called Eternal Land. When you start a new scenario, you can choose items from your Eternal Land to bring back into the game, making the wipe not so much of a wipe, but more of a light reset. The seasonal model was not loved by everyone, so eventually permanent servers were offered to players, with the only downfall being that the permanent servers don't get seasonal map expansions or new scenarios. Have you played Once Human on PC, or have you been waiting for the console release? Box Night from We Made a Thing Studios is coming to PC on August 26th. Box Night is a roguelike hack-and-slash style brawler. Set in an office environment, you play as the humble worker who transforms into the Box Knight to attempt to restore balance to the workplace. Clear rooms of toxic mutated employees in each department while continuing to ascend to the top for a showdown with the CEO. Box Knight offers 3 employees that each specialize in an element, those elements being fire, ice, and lightning. There's also 3 different melee weapons to choose from, those being the sword, the spear, and the heavy sword. Between your runs, you can purchase and slot upgrades from your skill tree and buy new helmets and outfits, each having different stats and passives, allowing you to further fine-tune your playstyle. In addition to the basic attacks, you have a ground pound and dash attack skills that help with crowd control when the rooms get hectic, and they will get hectic. Each department ends in a boss fight, which upon defeating will allow you to go to the next floor. If you plan on taking the fight to the workplace, let me know down below. Resonance, a Plague Tale from Asobo Studio, is coming to PS5, Xbox Series, and PC on August 27th. In the newest entry of the Plague Tale franchise, Resonance puts the player in the shoes of smuggler Sophia 15 years before she meets Amicia and Hugo. It's 1334 in Venice, and a high-stakes heist gone wrong has forced Sophia to flee into the open seas. To survive, she must unravel secrets spanning across generations while facing off against human mercenaries and a terrifying creature that's stalking in the shadows. Featuring a dual timeline mechanic, the player will be able to switch back and forth between a medieval period and the ancient Minoan era. Actions made in the past will directly alter conditions and paths in the present, so the player's going to have to be mindful. Now, I don't know how emotional of a story this is going to be, but truth be told, I am not ready to cry again. And I'll just leave it at that for anyone who hasn't played A Plague Tale Requiem. Have you played the previous 2 entries in the Plague Tale series? If so, what are you hoping to see from this game? Star Wars Zero Company from Bit Reactor is coming to PS5, Xbox Series, and PC on August 27th. Set near the end of the Clone Wars era, Star Wars Zero Company follows the story of the War Beneath the War, a covert conflict fought in the shadows away from the main front lines. Players take on the role of Hawks, a disgraced former Republic officer who served under General Pong Krell before being kicked out. Zero Company features turn-based tactical squad combat in a top-down setting, but features third-person exploration. Your goal in-game is to stop the Shadow Plague, uncover their secrets, and dismantle their galactic network, all while earning enough credits from the Republic to pay off your massive Hutt debt. While playing, your operators can sustain lasting injuries or face permanent death, but this does not prevent the narrative from progressing. You will be responsible for managing resources, upgrading your equipment, conducting research, and resolving conflicts among squad members, all while managing your time because certain missions will progress, causing the enemy to grow stronger. Are you a massive Star Wars fan that'll play pretty much anything with a name on it? Or are you like me and you don't really care for the tactical turn-based stuff? Let me know down below. And finally, Gamescom 2026 Opening Night Live, hosted by Jeff Keighley, will start on August 25th and will be live streamed on Twitch and YouTube. Live from Cologne, Germany, Gamescom Opening Night Live will be broadcast at 2 p.m. Eastern and is expected to be an exciting show. Microsoft will be on hand, offering fresh footage from Gears of War E-Day, Fable, Forza Horizon 6, Metro 2039, and Minecraft Dungeons 2. Other games expected to have a presence on the streams are Control Resonant, Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis, Alien Isolation 2, and Crimson Desert. I'm hopeful at every one of these shows to get even the tiniest tidbit of info regarding BioShock 4 and Judas, and it won't be any different this time. Will I be disappointed? Again? Probably, but we'll still be watching over on Twitch and hoping for something. Anything. What are you hoping to see from Gamescom this year? Let me know down below. And that's going to do it for today's video. If you're still here, thank you for sticking and watching the whole thing. Let me know that you watched the whole thing by putting the secret word down in the comments. The secret word is platypus. But hey, I hope you have a great week of gaming. Don't forget, I'm live on Twitch and YouTube Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern. We play a lot of different games. Some of the games you saw today, you might see played on streams. Come hang out, say hi, get to know you. And until we meet again, be safe, be sexy, touch a butt. Okay, bye.